Welcome everyone. The question that is shown on the screen, it came in a CBSE 2025 physics question paper, and this question is from the semiconductor devices. So it is said that the process named minority carrier injection in a PN junction diode occurs. Forward biasing, reverse biasing, no biasing at low temperature, no biasing at high temperature. Okay, so let us try to understand that the story from the beginning. So P is nothing but a type of semiconductor where trivalent impurities are diffused, and N is basically a type of semiconductor where the pentavalent impurity is diffused. When P and N are joined like this way, the PN junction diode is formed, and this is the junction. So think, on the P side, the holes are the majority carriers. On the N side, electrons are the majority carriers. On the P side, the electrons are required. On the N side, the holes are required. Okay, so when just the junctions is formed, what will happen? The diffusion process starts. The holes from the positive side or from the P side enters into the negative side, and electrons from the negative side or the N side enters into the P side. So what will happen? Electron hole recombination occurs. Electron hole recombination occurs. Means there is a hole, there is a lattice space which is vacant, okay, due to the fusing of the controlled fusion of the trivalent impurity in the lattice space of the p-type semiconductor, and when the electron is basically just fills up this space, the electron hole recombination occurs. Think, this is an trivalent atom, tri, okay, so it have the deficiency of electrons when it is placed in the lattice space, okay, on the p side, okay, on the left side, and this is an pentavalent impurity atom which is fused in n side to make a semiconductor n type. So one electron is transferred from the n side to p side, okay. So which is a trivalent impurity atom. By receiving that electron, it becomes a negatively charged anion, okay, and by giving that electron from the right side to left side, this pentavalent impurity atom becomes positive side, positively charged cation, we can say. So if I say this is the junction, this is this junction, so to passing through these majority carriers, just after the formation on the negative side of the PN junctions, we are getting negatively charged immobile ions, and on the N side we are getting positively charged immobile ions. Okay, let us draw it little bit in bigger picture. Negatively charged immobile ions on the left side, on the P side, and positively charged immobile ions, that is on right side, that is the N side. See, it's completely the opposite phenomena. Inside holding the positively charged ions, and the P side basically having the negatively charged. Now think about here another layer of negative ions, here another layer of positive ions, okay. So if any hole from the P side, okay, if any hole from the P side try to enter through this barrier due to the attraction of these negatively charged immobile ions, what will happen? It will just get in through. Okay, the hole, it will just get in through, and it is get repelled by these positively charged acceptor ions by this potential barrier. Clear? And what will happen? It will get repelled back. Same thing happens when the any electron try to flow from the right side to left side. So further electron hole diffusion stops. Depletion region is created on the both side of the junction. Now, when these diode which have a depletion region on the both side of the junction, p side, n side. Okay. Now, if I connect the p side to the positive terminal and the n side to the negative terminal, then what will happen? Electrons starts entering from this side. So see, what is there? Positively charged immobile ions, yes or no? What is there? Negatively charged immobile ions, yes or no? Then what will happen? The electrons basically neutralizes this depletion region little bit. Same thing is done on the p side also. Okay, same thing is done from the p side also. Then what will happen? The magnetic carriers from the negative side and the holes from the positive side, okay, start passing through this depletion region. Magnetic carrier injection, okay, starts occurring when the diode is forward biased. In reverse bias, the depletion region will be more, having the more wide width is more. Okay, not even the magnetic carrier, neither magnetic carrier, no kind of injection stops after a sufficient voltage or the reverse biasing. Okay, so reverse biasing is not the answer. No biasing at low temperatures. If you just leave it for the no biasing at low temperatures, what will happen? It will remain as it is. Okay, even the holes and the electrons which are on the both sides of the junction, that is this side or that side, even if by getting little bit of thermal energy they are getting quite agitated and try to pass through, and all of this motion ceases. Okay, so magnetic injection not occurs this time. Okay, no biasing at high temperature. If you increase the temperature, then what will happen? If you have not biased, then the randomness, the thermal motion of the carriers on the p side and n side both increases, but that is not enough, okay, to break the potential barrier developed across this depletion region and to pass through. So potential barrier is reduced. Potential barrier means the potential barrier developed on the both sides of the depletion region is reduced only when the forward biasing is done. Okay, so option A here is the correct answer, and that's it. Thank you all of you.